My first guest has won 10 Emmy Awards, and he owes me a couple. No, he has also won the George Foster Peabody Award for Distinguished Achievement in Broadcast Journalism. He is the star of 2 syndicated shows, Now It Can Be Told, and Geraldo. Please welcome Geraldo Rivera, folks. Geraldo, folks.
Hi, everybody.
Geraldo, you're looking very conservative for you. You look like a pro golfer.
Yeah.
What's the,
My wife's sweater.
Yeah?
Got it for her for Valentine's Day. Wanted to get double use out of it.
Now, thinking back, in retrospect, you think you should have written this book, man. Seems like it gets in the way of everything concerning you now.
Yeah, it does. I wish that I did not write it, in retrospect. Every word in it is true precisely as I wrote it. It's an honest book. I think it's a much better book than The Rap it got. But it caused so much tumult in my personal life and in my family life. It just it set me off my game for a while, if you know what I mean. So, in retrospect, I wish it's a lot like, in one important way, Salman Rushdie's Satanic Verses. A lot more people. No, let me explain why. I mean, before you get into devil worship.
There are a few women in this town that want to kill you.
No, a lot more people heard about that book and my book than actually read them, and what they heard was bad, basically.
Yeah.
That it was an ego trip, a tell-all. And it's more than that. You know?
Well, who talked you into exposing myself? You know, see, that's the problem right there.
You mean
When
the title?
people, yeah, they hear that title and they
I
go,
picked the title.
Geez, yeah.
But
Well,
I picked
you
the title before William Kennedy Smith was indicted for rape, before Clarence Thomas, before Wilt Chamberlain's 20,000 revelations.
Has been a hot year.
It's been, sex has been on the defensive, you know, when I came up with the idea, I thought it was clever.
What was that? Somebody in the crowd?
That was someone I slept with.
Oh. Well, they just woke up and they're angry.
They're bungeeing off that nude bridge.
Now, what about, you know, it's funny, I was just watching a tape of your highlights backstage, and God, you've done some exciting things in your career, and I wonder if sometimes you worry about all this crap getting in the way of the fact that you have done some great work over the years, that Willowbrook thing, and I was watching you going behind the scenes in Laos, was it?
Laos and Cambodia, yeah. Yeah, I worry about it, but life is short, and then you die. You know, you can't worry too much about it. I've been in the television game now 21 years. I've covered 12 wars. I've done probably 3,500 stories, and my biggest fear for many years was that on my tombstone they'd write, "He's the guy that opened Al Capone's vaults."
But the thing is, those things, while you know it didn't pan out, it got huge ratings. These things
bigger than the Super Bowl. And then it was
bigger than the Super Bowl?
Bigger than 82 share in Chicago. That's a lot.
Wow.
That's everybody with a TV set almost. And then it was the Nazi thing and the broken nose. You know, it just seems that there's some crazy thing every season that displaces the last crazy thing. But I think that if people stick with me, and you know, you really don't exist in television for 2 decades unless they do, thanks to that one person, the same one I made love with. If people stick with me, they see that I'm interested in the full range of human emotions, you know, and human experiences, from the serious and profound to the frivolous and funny.
But when you're getting whacked by a chair from a skinhead, are you thinking cause, or are you thinking ratings at that moment? You know.
Not true.
I'm asking.
In the video, it's clear what I was thinking. Once I got hit with the chair, that's the only shot that slob landed, because then I follow exactly the guy who threw the chair, and in the corner of the screen, it's me pounding the guy. Pounding. That's it.
Geraldo, we'll be right back with more Geraldo right after this. We're back with Geraldo Rivera.
That's the champagne music maker. That's what you're saying.
You guys, you like that one? Geraldo says the champagne music makers.
No?
Been taken?
It's been, yeah.
What about the Stones? Yeah, sure. Hey, now, I was also, when I was watching your highlight reel, that Willowbrook stuff is amazing. What's the background there? This is well, you tell us.
Well, 20 years ago, it was the world's largest institution for the mentally retarded. It had been open, so that was 1972, it had been open in 1945, and a camera had never gone inside. 6,500 mentally retarded people being kept under appalling conditions. I mean, I can't even describe them.
Were you snuck in, or was this a planned visit?
A doctor who was rebelling against the conditions of the residents got me a key. So I got the key and I went in the back door of one of the wards and filmed what was on there, and then had to withstand all the threatened lawsuits if we put it on. We did put it on. And it started a firestorm. You know, I'm a native New Yorker. They talk about New Yorkers being cold and dispassionate and uninvolved. But I tell you, when we put that story on the air, we tapped a tremendous reservoir of compassion and concern, and people said calling the station and writing and what can we do, how can we get involved? And it started really a grassroots movement that I think it's legitimate to say started a kind of a national and international process of changing the way mentally retarded people are cared for. Yeah.
Well, man, for that, you should be proud of what you did. Now,
I am very proud.
You know, I've made jokes at your expense over the years at SNL.
I remember when you put my mustache on my forehead.
I remember that time I read in a Texas paper, you said you were going to kick my ass.
I was going to kick your ass, yeah. Matter of fact, I am.
Well, let me stick my head into that chair. I need ratings, too.
This is sweet. Let's go.
I'm dead at it. But, I don't know, man. Your life seems so good. These jokes must be water off your back at some point. You got 2 shows. Your marriage is working.
My marriage is wonderful. I love my wife. It's funny, but not a night goes by now that I'm not in someone's monologue.
It's a buzzword.
I've become part of the pop culture. You know, I passed someplace in the 70s into the pop culture, and I became a punchline. You know, it's an easy way to get a laugh. And
well, your name is just the most recognizable. It doesn't pay off as well if you say Maury at the end of a joke. But you know, there's that whole segment of TV I was flipping through today before I came out, and it's Sweeps Week, and it's like Freakazoid time on the air. Maury Povich sitting there with 800-pound transvestites, and you know, it's so I guess it's part of the culture now to make fun of stuff like that. But your shows are doing great, right?
We're doing the talk show is really resurgent. We're doing terrific. Now it can be told. I'm very proud of it. We're doing real investigative reporting. You know, we're not. There are others on the air, and they're recreating everything. They're becoming amateur Hollywood directors, and they're, you know, kind of putting together dramatizations, and that's not what we do. We do real hardcore investigative reporting. And it's working out. People are flocking to our tent. They're watching the show. I'm real pleased.
Now, when we did a thing together, I worked for the same company as you, Tribune, and
we are partners with the same company.
Right. And we
no longer work for anyone.
I'm sick of dancing for the man. But we were down in Baltimore for some affiliates thing, man. Right. You did the coolest thing I've ever seen. You know, we're all like meeting at this restaurant to meet with the affiliates. Very nice group of people. And Geraldo cruises into the wharf on your own boat. That's right. I thought it was the hippest thing I've ever seen. You know,
I sailed. They
brought me in like a little motorcycle or something. You know, and here comes Captain Blood cruising into the harbor.
With a week-long beard, it was great.
You came all the way, the women loved it. You came up, all these female affiliate ladies, you're standing there like, you know, Horatio Hornblower, and I'm over in the corner like, hi, I'm a little guy, I have my own show, you know.
Television school, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I have fun at it. I was a little worried it might infringe on my personal life, because, you know, I got a baby now, and I got my wife.
I saw her, I met Allie backstage.
Yeah, Holden's here tonight, my little kid. He's a big Geraldo fan. Yeah. But,
he laughed at the jokes, too.
But your marriage is great now, right?
You know, I almost did my show in this very same studio. We were going to be based out here in Los Angeles, and...
we were going to share the desk.
No, that was 6 years ago. Which was the guy underneath. Yeah, right. That'll be in the Inquirer next week.
Well, better me than Mick Jagger, but you know... Now, what's the story? You were flirting with Jagger?
No, I wasn't flirting with Jagger. He was flirting with me.
Wow. Now, what are that big set of lips coming at you like? Wow, Mick, put it away. It's got to be like Jaws 3D, man. All right, Geraldo. Good to see you again,
too,
buddy.
guys.
All right, Geraldo Rivera, folks. We'll be right back with comedian Blake Clark.